Going on, guys? TheAireaidLord is back. Welcome back to another Walking Dead vlog, and I have been gone for a little bit. I don't want there to be giant lulls in my channel, I'll be perfectly honest, but kind of needed some time to myself these past couple of days and weeks. Obviously, the whole coronavirus situation has really just put a dampen on anything Walking Dead related, and it's just hard to talk about new stuff. I usually had a schedule of when and where I would talk about content. Right now in May, they should be filming season 11. We should be predicting what's going to be in the trailer at San Diego Comic-Con. None of those things can happen. We don't even have the season 10 finale yet, other than that 4-minute preview that we discussed all the way back in April, a month ago, which is crazy that so much time has gone by since I made that vlog breaking down the photos and just all the still images that I could gather from the finale, A Certain Doom. We still don't have it. And there's just no indication as to when. Again, like I told you guys, it's more based on when the state of California can open some of its offices and business studios so that they can then do all of the effects that need to be made for the finale. And then it's just a matter of when AMC wants to distribute it. So a lot of different factors in play here, but I wanted to try to offer some different content for you guys while we wait for all of that, because again, I don't like too much time passing without stuff going on my channel. I've personally I actually just finished binge watching as I'm filming this. I finished season 1 of The Wire. I've never watched it before. It was pretty good. Baltimore drug crime drama. Not sure if you guys are into that kind of thing, but there's some of the big HBO shows, Game of Thrones, The Sopranos, and The Wire is one of them. And I had never seen The Wire and said, well, this quarantine is the perfect opportunity to binge watch a show. So I binge watched The Wire, and the first season. I think there's 5 seasons, so I gotta jump into season 2 pretty soon. And so that's one thing that's been going on with me. I don't know. Let me just know how you guys are kind of doing. The other thing I want to offer in this vlog is just a Q&A. I just think that it would be a great time to have discussion with you guys, since so many of us are at home, stuck at home. It depends if you're an essential worker or not. All of these flavorful terms that have sparked during this time of uncertainty. I'm going to open the door here just for a question and answer. If you guys have any Q&As you want to ask me, leave them in the comments of this video. It can be about Walking Dead. It can be about other shows that I'm binge watching. It can be even about some of my old video game content that I used to make back in the day. Whatever it is, go ahead and ask. Even if it's about old YouTubers that I used to interact with, like DSP, because I know I might get some of those questions if I open the doors wide enough. I'm gonna get some people flocking in with those kind of requests. So yes, I'll even take questions like that. Why not at this point? And then I'll make a separate vlog where I answer them. So that's the first part of this. I just wanted to open the door for a question and answer. If you guys had anything, Q&As, just generally let me know, and I'd be happy to answer them. All right. The second thing is I just kind of wanted to do a different type of video. Again, I had filled the void last year during May with my What If series. I took different groups from The Walking Dead and pitted them against each other. So I think the most interesting one to me was the Saviors versus the Whisperers. So the Saviors at the height of their power versus the Whisperers at the height of their power with Alpha. So basically Negan and Simon and Gavin versus Alpha, Beta, and the Horde. The Horde. You can include Gamma in there as well. And so I just thought that, and I did that before season 10. So I just thought it was an interesting, because they're the two most recent villainary groups of The Walking Dead, and they have pushed the main cast of characters in many different ways, and so having them fight each other, I think, would be a cool duel to the death. So that video is already up on my channel from last year, I believe in the season 9 playlist. But I wanted to do a vlog right now, and this is another question and answer kind of thing. And I'm actually going to ask you guys the question. So you guys, you give me your questions for just whatever you can think of, whatever you want to ask. I'm going to ask you guys this question right now, and I want it to be kind of a discussion thing. Who's your favorite character in The Walking Dead? I know this is kind of a simplistic one, but I just want to know who your favorite character is. Me, it's a tie between Negan and Rick. I know that's almost kind of like a cop out answer, I suppose. Just because, I mean, Negan is probably one of my favorite villains in entertainment ever. I mean, he's just the fact that he also has this anti-hero complex that pops up after he's imprisoned, after his reign as leader of the Saviors ends and he's imprisoned, and he has this kind of rehabilitation thing that goes on, and it happens it's somewhat the same in the comics as it is. The show is going a little bit of a different route, but they're doing that so that they can include his character in the long term and not just have it drop off, because in the comics, after the Whisper conflict is done, Negan's character just drops off the face of the planet. He has a few mentions in Kirkman's final issues, but by the time the final issue of the comics 193 came out last year, there really there was nothing for Negan. I think he had his own issue where Maggie confronts him, but we already had that scene. They already played that scene out in the episode where Rick leaves, where Maggie goes to Negan's cell with the intention of killing him, but then she sees what a miserable mess he is, so then she lets him live. So they play out that scene. They've already played it out from the comics, and they just had it way earlier in time, which is good because it tells me that if they ever did think about going the route of just having Negan walk off into the sunset, it would have repercussions. And also, again, you're as of right now, the show is losing a lot of the show is losing a lot of characters. You're I mean, ever since the Pike sequence last year, Sadiq died. The show is just kind of running out of characters, and I know Princess is a big one that got introduced, and hopefully the Commonwealth will, in some form, be shown in the season finale for season 10. But I just think it would be a mistake to send Negan off. And I've said this before, but and then Rick, obviously. Rick is just, I mean, he's the main character of the show, and I know there were many complex reasons as to why he's not in the show anymore. He's going to be in the movies whenever the hell the movies come out. I mean, I feel like there was this absolute delay with the Walking Dead movies, the Rick Grimes movies, even if the virus, this whole pandemic wasn't going on, because every time comicbook.com would interview Scott Gimple, he just would give half-ass answers, nothing concrete at all. It's the same, just like, circuitous freaking way, the way that guy talks, and it frustrates me. We just have no ground. I've tried to make vlogs before with predictions, but there's nothing for me to go off of. I keep kind of regurgitating the same stuff about Jada's, the helicopter group. I could definitely make more once the World Beyond comes out, because the CRM is the focus of that, and the CRM is who took Rick. But as you guys know, that's been delayed. The first season of World Beyond, hopefully in the fall. Eventually we'll have content to talk about, and that's eventually, whenever the hell eventually is. I mean, I feel like every time I come on videos like this, I'm always like, oh, eventually we'll do this, and eventually we'll do that, and eventually, and it will happen. I'm confident by the end of the year. I mean, we're going to have Walking Dead content by the end of the year. If it's bare minimum stuff that they already filmed, which is World Beyond, half of season 6 of Fear the Walking Dead, and then obviously just the season 10 finale. So at the bare minimum, we're going to get that content. So there's still going to be stuff to talk about for the rest of 2020. When they start filming season 11, again, is anyone's guess. I mean, they don't have to prepare a trailer for season 11 because there's no Comic-Con for the first time in forever. And so, yep, that's just kind of like the general general output. And again, like I said earlier, if you guys have any like questions or things that you want to ask for the kind of the Q&A thing that I'm doing for this video, I'll just kind of put it in the description. Just let me know. And then also mine is who's your favorite character, and I give you mine, and just some discussion we can have, just so I feel like things are still active, because again, I just don't want to drop off for you guys. I have the free time to do some of this stuff, but I'm just kind of drawing a blank on what that additional Walking Dead content, is gonna be. Um, so hopefully we get some updates on all that content, and yeah, it's gonna be a long wait, but we'll get there eventually. So, all right. Thank you guys for watching. Just quick, and those are my headphones. Um, yep, that's about it for me, and I will catch up with you guys in the comments, I guess, for some of your responses, and then I'll make the next vlog will just be the Q&A that I mentioned based off your questions. So, all right, thanks.